A little bit about me. This is again today's class. Spread the love, automate Valentine's Day for your sphere of influence. So let's go do that, shall we? It's gonna be so fun and so simple. I'm gonna head right into command. And again, this is being recorded. So the good news is if for any reason you feel like I need to slow down, by the way, tell me, just give me a heads up in the chat. And also know that you'll be able to hit the rewind button. Okay, so I'll get this up as soon as possible for you so that you can do that today. And yeah, if you have any questions, raise a digital hand or come off mute and kindly interrupt me. I'm totally fine with that because I want to make sure that you leave here completely clear and know exactly what to do. That's the goal. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it. So first and foremost, I'm going to go into designs because we're going to create a really nice design in command, and there's so many of them to choose from. So I'm going to click this KW red logo so you can see all the things that we can do inside command. I'm going to head to designs. So that's the first step. And if you're following along with me, I love it. And yet just know that sometimes you might miss something. So just take your time here. So I'm going to select create design, upper right-hand corner of the screen. Next, I'm going to select email. So we're going to select an email design. Then I'm going to say next. Now you'll see that there are a few templates to choose from. I like to not reinvent the wheel because why do we need to do that? And of course, at Keller Williams, we have all the systems and models that we could just copy and paste over, right? So my goal for you is to do just that today. Even though these say for sale, just listed, just sold, I like the single image approach so that we can pick and create a template from them. I'm actually going to use this one down here where it says Happy New Year. And can I just mention that this template, holiday template, if you will, can be reused over and over and over again. So I'm going to teach you that. But before I do, I actually skipped ahead. So I'm going to head out here. I'm going to close the X. I just got so excited to create this email. So I'm going to head back to designs. We're going to say create design, and then we're going to select social. We're going to select a social design. And what I love about this is that you can repurpose this message all over your business. Okay, that's what I'm also teaching you today. So here it is. As you can see, I have Social Square Valentine's. Now, where did I find that? Left-hand side of the screen, you'll see holiday. When you select holiday, you'll see every single month that there's a holiday. So I literally selected February, and there it is. Obviously, there's some more holidays and some more things to celebrate, like Black History Month. We have, of course, the Super Bowl that has come and gone. We also had the Groundhog Day, which has come and gone. And yet we have Happy Valentine's Day. So there's a lot of things to do here. I'm going to select this one because it kind of just matches my feminine style. You choose what works best for you. Okay. And you could also scroll down to see if there's more. I'm going to select this one, Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to select it. It's going to open it up in the design editor. And then I'm going to actually delete this DBA logo because the DBA logo is already going to be existing inside my legal footer and in my signature. Okay. So I'm not a compliance officer, but it's always good to have your DBA logo. And I know that those DBA logos automatically live in your signature. Okay. So that's it. Now, you can absolutely add more things to this if you want. You can add more elements, more text messaging, text box. You can add some animation. So use your creativity to your advantage. And listen, if you're not creative, that's cool too. They've already done the work for us. I say the simpler, the better. So I'm going to go ahead and just download this image, right? So right where this button says download, I'm going to select it. Then I'm simply going to select download. The other thing that I like to encourage you to do is title every image. So although it had like a default title, I'm going to also add my own. So Valentine's Day template. And then I'll hit done. Now we have our image. I mean, I think that happened under like 2 minutes. That was pretty cool, right? So now let's go create an email with it. This is so simple. I love Command. It's just so easy. So I'm going to select create design. Now we're going to head to email. All right. So first step was to create our design. Second step is to go and create that email. So I'm going to select next. And we've been here before together. So again, I'm going to show you that these templates are here automatically for you. And if you're wondering what else you could do, there's so many great things you could do. You could create a newsletter in Command. You can create a listing coming soon email in Command. You can create an email for a buyer, a seller, all the things. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here and select Happy New Year. And yet again, it's not New Year, right? Even though it still kind of is for me. All right, upper left-hand corner of the screen, I'm going to select this really cute edit button, this pencil, and I am going to rename this. So I encourage you to do the same thing because there is a reason for renaming and titling your images and your emails. Because after a while, after you create more emails and images, it's a great way to just go and search for that image and search for that email by title. Okay, so I'm going to type in Valentine's Day template. And then down here, I'm going to select this Happy New Year image because we're going to get rid of it. Cool. So I'm going to say replace. Then I'm going to select add images. And I'm going to pull that image in from my computer that I downloaded earlier. The next thing that you need to do is go down below and select it. Okay, I don't tend to always find that next piece intuitive, but once you select it, then that replace button comes up. So I'm going to select replace. And this is amazing. So that is a nice and big heart. I love it. I'm going to select this arrow back. By the way, if you wanted to change the width, you could. If you wanted to play around with that. So let's see. So I'm going to just do 75. That looks pretty good. So see how it adjusted the size so it's not so big. You can do that there in that section. Now, down below, obviously we need to change this because this is not about the new year, right? Time flies. I'm going to keep this window open and I am going to move over to our friendliest ChatGPT or Claude AI. I'm going to do Claude AI just because it gives more of a human element to it. And Claude AI, for those of you who don't know, is artificial intelligence. This is a free version of it. So I am not paying for this artificial intelligence. You literally just type in Claude AI or Cloud, however you want to pronounce it, into your Google search. Go sign up for a free version. Once you do that, here you are. Help me, right? Okay, so please help me write a Valentine's Day email with a sweet poem. Wonder if it's going to pick the roses are red, violets are blue. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't want to do anything real estate related, totally get it. And if you just want to send something that doesn't have anything about real estate in it, totally get it. Do that as well. Let's go and create a new version. Take out anything real estate related. Can anybody talk and type at the same time? I always struggle with it. So there we go. Take out anything real estate related and just let people know that I'm thinking about them on this holiday. There we go. Dear name, I hope this Valentine's Day finds you surrounded by joy and the people you cherish most. I wanted to take a moment to let you know I'm thinking of you today and share a little poem from my heart to yours. Look at that. Love fills our days with gentle light, like sunshine making mornings bright. And friendship's warmth and moments shared, we find the joy of knowing we're cared. So on this day of hearts and flowers, of sweet moments and happy hours, I sent this note to simply say, I hope you have a lovely day. It makes me look like such a rock star. Wishing you and your loved ones a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day filled with laughter, love, and all life's sweetest moments. Warmest regards. Now, of course, this is for somebody you know. What if you're like, hey, Leslie, I want to send a Valentine's Day to everyone in my database and I might not know them? Then dial it back. Okay. Make this sound a bit more professional, not too intimate. I'll revise. Great. Oh, that's nice and sweet. As we celebrate Valentine's Day, I wanted to take a moment to extend my best wishes to you. In the spirit of occasion, I've written a few lines to share. Each February brings a chance to share appreciation true, for connections made and kindness shown, for all the goodwill we have known. May your day be filled with light and every moment warm and bright. Wishing you and yours a wonderful Valentine's Day. I'm loving this. It's a bit more professional. It's not so like, okay, that was a little too much for me, right? Because you want to, of course, send this to somebody that knows you, but also maybe keep it professional, right, people? All right, you get it. So I'm going to head back. I copied this. So down below, you'll see this copy contents button. So I copied that and I kept that window open of command, and I'm going to delete all of this except for that part. All right. Now, be careful here because this ChatGPT version, or rather Claude AI version, has already placed like merge tags in, but they do not automatically come into command. You have to use the ones that command has. So, but check this out. Highly suggest to use the subject line, Happy Valentine's Day from, and then add your name. So I'm going to copy and paste. I'm going to copy this and delete it. Then I'm going to delete this dear name because this one is a real contact merge tag that we need. So I'm going to delete this up and just make sure you make those adjustments. And then I'm going to delete that merge tag and keep mine. Get it? Make sense? Now, emojis are always great. Like, don't forget about emojis will also help the success open rate for your emails. I know some people are like, I don't need it, but you know what? It stops the scroll from the email. So I'm going to just throw some in here, make it stand out a little bit more. And then at the top of the screen, instead of hitting save, I'm going to use this arrow. Next, I'm going to also hit save just because I like to save my work just in case, even though this is automatically being saved. I also want to shout out over here on the right-hand side of this section is other things that you can add to your email, such as buttons, and another image, another text box, some dividers, maybe a market snapshot. Maybe it's a video of you actually saying Happy Valentine's Day, and you want to use that video to make it feel more personable. You can absolutely do that. Any of these things on the right-hand side of the screen, you literally just drag and drop over. Okay. Drag and drop over. And then you're just going to plug and play. So enter the information in and then hit save. It's as simple as that. Even if it was a button to your landing page for a Valentine's Day giveaway, maybe you're doing that. Maybe it's a little too late. Whatever you're up to, that's always an option as well. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or want to see anything before I move on? Okay. So easy. So easy. Easy money. Save and close. Make sure you select that at the top of the screen. All right. Are you guys ready for the next steps? This is exciting. It's not going to take very long. We're going to head to Smart Plans over here on the left-hand side of the screen. As I click on this KW red logo, this pops out Smart Plans. As you can see, these are all my Smart Plans down below. They're mine that I've created. I have 216 of them. Holy cow. It's a lot of smart plans. I'm going to head to the library at the top of the screen and select library. All right. Now, for those of you who haven't been here, this is where all of our smart plans and follow-up plans live within our KW system. And yet these are templates for you to use for your own business. I like to use some of these as templates and then rearrange and add and make my own. So I'm going to show you how to do that today for Valentine's Day. Are you ready? All right. So I'm going to type in Valentine's Day at the top of the screen. And as you can see, this is appearing smart plan name. Just so you know that there are other ways to search by author name or description. And yet I'm using this simple smart plan name because I want just one smart plan Valentine's Day touch. I'm going to use this one because it's the first one and there's a lot of downloads. So I'm going to select add smart plan and then download. Okay. I already have this one that has popped up. That's okay. Go ahead and do the same thing for yourself. And of course, if you want to, explore other Valentine's Day smart plans, you can by going through these. A quick tip there is to view the steps. Just hover and click on view the steps, and it will actually show what the steps entail. So the one that I downloaded is called Valentine's Day. There's one touch and there's a text message. Hi, contact first name. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't eat too many candy hearts. Agent first name, agent last name, Keller Williams. That's what it says. Now, good news is if I want to change that, I can, and I'm going to show you how to do that because we've already added the smart plan to our library. We're going to head back to my smart plans. Okay. Now there it is, my Valentine's Day smart plan. Far right-hand side of the screen, you'll see actions, add contact, edit, or these three dots where I can copy, publish, or delete it. I'm going to select the edit button and show you. I'm going to delete this. This was me practicing, getting ready for today's class. I'm going to show you that this is a text that was already existing. So I'm going to select show, and there it is. The exact same message that I read to you earlier. Now you're wondering, okay, now how do I change it? I'll show you. I'm going to select it. Now on the right-hand side of the screen, it appears. The pencil is always a good indicator that we can edit this inside command. So I'm going to select the pencil again, and it's going to open this box up. And I'm going to just change Keller Williams. I'm just also going to change this in general. Now, for those of you who are like, well, I don't have Twilio, or I have Twilio, but I don't know if everybody knows that this message is coming from me, I highly suggest to say, Leslie, your name. As I'm typing, see, it happens as I type, I talk. Put your name down there so they know it's you. Because your Twilio number is different than your personal number. And so if you're blasting this out to your database and the people are like, who is this? I've never seen this number before. This is just preventing that question. Thanks, but who is this? So I'm going to put my name there and keep it simple. I love this. Don't eat too many candy hearts, because it's true. I really like them. And when they're around, I tend to eat too much. So I'm going to save changes. I'm going to show you that we're going to add that email. So not only are they going to get a text message, but they're also going to receive that email that you and I just created. You ready? Here we go. So as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see create task, make a call, send email, send text, add a smart plan. I'm going to drag and drop and slowly hover. See how this is kind of interchanging? I'm going to send the email after the text message. Okay. Now you'll see on the right-hand side of the screen, there's simple and designs. I'm going to go back and grab that title. I copied it to a clipboard on my computer. I work from a Mac, so of course I have my emojis pulled up next to me. And there it is. There's my subject line. Happy Valentine's Day from Leslie Jackson. Now you'll see down below this simple text box, we created a design. So I'm going to select designs. And the beautiful thing is that subject line still shows. I'm next going to select design. There it is. Ta-da! Valentine's Day template. This is why I say title your emails. I'm going to select it. It's going to pull me back into the creator of the design section because it's just ensuring that I like the design. And if for any reason I want to change it, this is the opportunity. So once you change it in here, if you're like, ooh, I just caught that spelling error, I got to go back in and change that, you can. Or maybe you're like, hey, I want to add more to this new newsletter. You can do that in this section. All right, so I'm going to hit save and show you right where it says options. I can actually send this as a test email. So I always suggest to test things before you deploy them, just in case there are some mistakes that were inside the smart plan itself or the email or the text message. Like, it's just always good to just do your work and double check. It's going to automatically pull up my email. Then I'll say send test email. All right. I looked at it. It looks amazing. The other way that I can do it too is preview this, because as you could have seen earlier, I'll close that again. It just says agent first name, agent last name, agent mobile number, agent email, agent photo, Market Center logo. You're thinking, okay, is this going to fill in? It will. So when we look at this preview, it's going to show what all my things that are not filled in, except for the contact first name. Because we don't really have a contact that's assigned to this email yet. So that is why you'll see contact first name, okay? So I'm going to look through this. Looks amazing. I'm going to close out of it and I'm going to save and close it. Once I save and close it, it's going to be bringing me back to the smart plan. Cool. All right. Now I get to add step. Don't forget that part, add step. So as you can see, there's my sweet email that's going to come through the same day that they receive a text message. I'm just pouring all the love out to my people in one day. One text message, one email. What else can you do? Maybe it's a phone call. Why not? Let's make a call. Before we do, we're going to add a day. And I'm going to drag and drop this in and make a call. I'm going to title this Spread the Love to All. And I'll just say V-Day. Add step. I'm going to make this high priority, by the way. We can do that. I'm also going to make it the same day. Or yes, I am going to make it as well. Why not call them tomorrow, the day after? That'd be cool, because then you're text messaging them the day of, you're sending them an email the day of, and then maybe that's the day after. Hey, what are you doing? Did you do anything fun for Valentine's Day? Is there anything you need for your home? How are you? Let's go for a cup of coffee, etc. Whatever it is. So I'm going to add step. Now, if you wanted to make this still on day one, all you would need to do is drag it to day one. See how I did that? So it's literally a drag and drop. Save plan. My Valentine's Day smart plan is done. Now we get to go deploy it. Okay. I'm going to head to my contacts. I'm going to pull up my contacts. And then we will deploy it. Fake contacts, here we go. I'm going to select them by bulk. Now, if you have a big database and you're like, oh man, showing 1 of 10, I have like 500 or 600 people in my database. You'll select this over here, show 1 of 3, then select 500. Okay, this is going to save you lots of time, I promise. Now I'm going to bulk select and show you to add smart plan. And you get to do this today for Valentine's Day tomorrow. Cool. I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to select my Valentine's Day smart plan. It's going to let me know who is missing information. I'll say remove contacts with errors and start this on a specific date. Tomorrow. I have read the TCPA disclaimer, confirm. And that's how you do it, folks. Now, the one thing that I do want to mention here, let's go back to Smart Plans. Because we are scheduling this out for Valentine's Day, I know that there was an automatic text message here in day 1. We want to make sure that they're not receiving that text message at 4 a.m. in the morning, because that would be weird, right? And then it's going to kind of show that we're automating things. So let's take a step back, and I'm going to move this to day 2. I'm going to make this to day 1, make a call. Okay. Day 1, make a call. So you could do it that way and then deploy it today so that it sends tomorrow. And the reason why is because when we have text messages the second day, I'll edit this. Now I can select morning 8 a.m. to noon. So that would be huge. So if you deploy it today, you're going to make a call today. Then this is going to be deployed tomorrow, and the text message will be sent at 8 a.m. And when you click on day 2, send email, and I click edit, I could also tell command when the email should be sent out. Maybe it's at the same time. Maybe it's at noon. Maybe it's at 4. I'm going to do it at the same time. Now, don't overthink this process, but it's really nice. Now, scenario number 2. So let's just recap. On day 1, the system will not allow you to pick a time. So let me just be clear. Day 1, you cannot pick a time for a text message or a email auto. Day 2, you can. Now, thinking about this process, let's say today is day 1. If I were to deploy it now, then day 1's today. Day 2's tomorrow. So they're going to receive a text message at 8 and then an email at 8. The other way that you can do this is don't make a call, send an email, and then day 1, they receive it in their inbox, right? Day 2, they receive a call or a text message. And we could change this, right? So day 2 would be like, hey, how was your Valentine's Day? Was it awesome? You could do that. Save changes. Now, the really nice thing is that when they respond, you'll get a notification in command, also on your KW Command mobile app. So make sure you have that on, and then we'll save plan. Cool. All right. I know I gave you several scenarios. What kind of questions do you have for me? Wheels are turning. I like it. Questions, comments? How was it? See? Good. Okay, got some head shakes. Nice. Thanks, James. Hi, Paul. It's nice to see you. Great. Well, I am going to put this up as soon as possible so that you can go back and rewatch it. I find it very simple and easy. Don't overthink the process. A message in itself for Valentine's Day is still very special. So if you want to just send an email, go do that. If you want to send, give yourself a reminder to make a call. Like, you know yourself and they know you. So what can they expect? Like, what can your audience expect from you tomorrow? Great question. Where do I find the recording? I'm going to show you. Let me grab it. I'll just grab the link. On YouTube. So give me 1 second. And then all of our classes are here, even for the region. In the chat. There you go. Awesome. Well, it was so nice to meet some new faces today. I hope to see some of you at Family Reunion next week. I will be there. I have a breakout Thursday at 10:30 a.m. and it's all about social media and how to boost your social media in 10 minutes. come see me next Thursday in Vegas at 10:30 a.m. Otherwise, I hope to see you in other areas in Vegas. Awesome, you guys. Well, I hope you have a great day and happy Valentine's Day. Hope you all have an amazing Valentine's Day tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye.